Hi, I'm Nicholas McGegan and I'm here in Chicago. I'm a conductor. Although I spend most of my time now conducting, I used to be in an orchestra. But then I did what I suppose all aspiring harpsichordists do. You wait for a conductor to fall ill. And I managed to do that on 2 occasions. Once when a conductor went skiing and broke his right arm, and the other one was when a conductor lost his voice. So, funny enough, I was there to step in. So a lot of people ask, what actually is period performance, or this buzzword authenticity? Well, the answer is more complicated than one would like, and a lot of it actually really doesn't matter. Period performance, in a sense, means using the instruments that the composer would have been familiar with. Now, in the case of a violin, you say, well, that's a Stradivarius. Vivaldi, if he'd been rich enough, could have afforded one. That's certainly true. But the bow is very different, and the inside of Vivaldi's violin, or a Stradivarius violin, back then would have been very different. It had a lot less scaffolding inside it, if you like, because pitch was lower. The strings were gut strings instead of metal strings, and those instruments sounded very good in small concert halls. You go to a large concert hall now, you want the violin to be a bit more robust, so that it'll go to the back of a beautiful large concert hall for 2,000 or 3,000 people. Period instruments, on the other hand, often sound really silly in loud concert halls. They're not meant that way. In the same way as if I were to talk quietly without a microphone, it wouldn't go very far in the Metropolitan Opera in New York. Now, there's another side to this, which is knowing as much as we can about what the performance might have been like. We also know how orchestras sat, and we know that they use dynamics and stuff, even if they weren't written in the music. Great, in the 18th century, the composer was usually directing. He told you what to do. We have to second guess all that now. So Bach, when he's writing the Brandenburgs, there's maybe 30 dynamics in the whole 6 concertos, and they're either loud or soft. My job is I'm the second guesser in chief, and I feel that what's necessary is also, if you want something, write it in the parts. Musicians, and particularly conductors, are the worst and most unqualified people to give sermons. But one of the things that's great is modern orchestras are getting really good at it too. They're using many of the same gestures. A lot of the younger ones went to places like Juilliard where you can study this stuff now. You couldn't when I was a kid. And so they're quite happy to do what you might call crossover. I think it's marvellous that it is almost a win-win situation that, shall we say, period orchestras have got a little less hoity-toity and modern orchestras have got a bit more flexible, and so everybody can play just about anything, and I think that's absolutely fabulous because good musicians are good musicians whatever they play.